heavy resistance from the DDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo.
October 2025 is about to be stacked with games. And honestly, it feels like the holiday season came early. We're talking samurai epics, survival horror nightmares, RPGs that'll eat your free time alive, and even a pixel art Halloween special. This month is one of the most loaded gaming lineups in years. And trust me, you're gonna want to know what's dropping. From the return of legends to bold new worlds, here are the top 10 most anticipated games of October 2025. Let's dive in. And yeah, get ready to update that backlog again. Ghost of Yotei. Dropping October 2nd, 2025, exclusively on PS5, Ghost of Yotei is kicking off the month in cinematic style. Think Ghost of Tsushima's DNA, but dialed up with bigger battles, sharper swordplay, and visuals so good they feel ripped straight from a samurai epic. Every duel feels personal, every blade clash carries weight, and the snowy mountain landscapes, total goosebumps. What's wild here is the darker storyline. This isn't about honor and duty alone. It's about betrayal, sacrifice, and the emotional scars left behind. Combat-wise, you're not just slicing enemies. You're choreographing entire fights that look like scripted cutscenes, except you're in control. And being a PS5 exclusive, expect zero compromises. Ray-traced lighting, 60 FPS stability, and detail that makes you pause just to take screenshots. If October had an opening ceremony, Ghost of Yotei would be the fireworks show. Little Nightmares 3. Nightmares don't just haunt you anymore. Now, they hunt you together. Landing October 10th, 2025 across PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, Little Nightmares 3 is tailor-made for spooky season. The creepy, unsettling vibe the series is known for, still here. The twist this time? Co-op. Yup. Now you and a friend can stumble through twisted dreamscapes together, which basically means twice the screaming and twice the chaos. The art design is more grotesque than ever, with enemies that look like they crawled out of the deepest corners of your imagination. And the sound design? Forget it. Every creak, whisper, and sudden thud is engineered to make you jump, especially if you're playing at night with headphones. This isn't cheap jump scare horror. It's psychological unease that sticks with you. With Halloween right around the corner, this game is basically the perfect way to lose sleep in October. The Outer Worlds 2. Space RPGs don't have to be serious. Sometimes they can be hilariously chaotic. The Outer Worlds 2 blasts off on October 29th, 2025 for PC, PS5, and Xbox, bringing Obsidian's signature brand of sarcastic storytelling back to the stars. If you loved the first game's mix of corporate satire and player freedom, this sequel is doubling down. We're talking bigger alien worlds, more bizarre factions, and dialogue choices that can either save the day or set a planet on fire. The gunplay looks smoother, the companion banter sharper, and the humor as biting as ever. One second you're exploring neon-lit space colonies, the next you're questioning whether your snack company overlords are plotting against you. And the beauty of it all? Your choices matter. Not in a slightly different ending way, but in a you just accidentally doomed this settlement. This isn't just RPG role-playing, it's chaos management in space. Ninja Gaiden 4. Sharpen your reflexes because Ninja Gaiden is back to ruin your controllers. Dropping October 21st, 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox. Ninja Gaiden 4 marks the return of one of gaming's toughest action series. Fans know what's coming: lightning-fast combat, brutal boss fights, and that unforgiving learn-or-die gameplay loop. But this time, the visuals are fully modernized: neon-lit skyscraper rooftops, ancient temples, and enemy designs that look straight out of your nightmares. The combat system feels slicker than ever, mixing swordplay, acrobatics, and insane combo potential. And don't expect mercy. This series built its rep on punishing difficulty, and early previews suggest Ninja Gaiden 4 keeps that tradition alive. But that's the fun. Every boss you beat feels like climbing a mountain. Every victory is hard-earned glory. In a month full of huge releases, this is the pure adrenaline shot October gamers have been waiting for. Pokémon Legends ZA. Pokémon is going full open-world city adventure, and it looks wild. Releasing October 16th, 2025 on Nintendo Switch and the brand new Switch 2, Pokémon Legends ZA is the boldest shakeup the series has seen. Forget grassy roots and quiet towns. This one's set in Lumiose City, reimagined as a sprawling open hub. You're not just catching Pokémon in the wild, you're navigating alleys, rooftops, and futuristic streets where battles can break out anywhere. The style leans into urban exploration, and the Pokémon themselves feel alive in the environment, blending with the city ecosystem. Combat keeps the real-time turn-based mix from Legends Arceus, but smoother and flashier. The hype is real because this feels less like a spin-off and more like Pokémon's future direction. Plus, the idea of hunting down a Zygarde form in a neon-lit city street? Chef's kiss. This is Pokémon at its most ambitious yet. Arc Raiders. Grab your SWAD. The alien invasion isn't waiting for you to reload. Launching October 30th, 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox, Arc Raiders is a free-to-play co-op shooter that looks straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. Imagine Destiny meets War of the Worlds, but with more teamwork chaos. You and your crew drop into massive battlegrounds where alien machines rain down from the sky. And survival means scavenging, strategizing, and unloading everything in your arsenal. The scale is huge. Giant mechanical walkers stomping across the map, swarms of drones swarming you, and environmental hazards that make every fight unpredictable. What's cool is how it rewards squad coordination. Lone wolves are gonna have a bad time. Visually, it's gorgeous. Sleek sci-fi design mixed with gritty post-apocalyptic vibes. And since it's free to play, you know the player base is going to explode day one. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. Classic JRPGs don't just get remastered, they get reborn. Dropping October 30th, 2025 on PC, PS5, and Switch, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake is Square Enix giving its legendary series the glow-up it deserves. Think the pixel charm of the originals, but blended with modern lighting, animations, and that Octopath Traveler HD 2D art style everyone fell in love with. The result? A nostalgic trip that actually feels fresh. For longtime fans, this is where the whole Dragon Quest saga began. A chance to relive the roots with new polish. For newcomers, it's the perfect entry point. Accessible gameplay, colorful characters, and classic turn-based combat that still holds up. The remakes also add quality-of-life tweaks, so it won't feel clunky like the NES days. Bottom line, these aren't just museum pieces. They're timeless adventures finely dressed for 2025. Mina the Hollower. What if Zelda met Castlevania in a gothic fever dream? That's basically Mina the Hollower, landing October 31st, 2025, on PC and all major consoles. Made by the team behind Shovel Knight, This retro-inspired action-adventure is all about fast-paced combat, creepy gothic vibes, and smooth-as-butter gameplay. You play as Mina, a whip-wielding hero who also happens to burrow underground like it's second nature. The result? Combat that feels snappy and platforming that's constantly surprising. The art style screams Game Boy Color nostalgia, but layered with modern effects that make it pop on big screens. It's challenging, too. Think tough bosses, tight timing, and secrets hidden everywhere. And releasing on Halloween night? Perfect. It's like the devs knew we needed an old-school horror adventure to close out the month. If you've been missing the days of pixel art greatness with modern polish, Mina the Hollower is your treat. Absalom. Every choice, every betrayal, every survival instinct, Absalom is not here to play nice. Releasing October 9th, 2025 on PC, PlayStation, and Switch, Absalom is shaping up to be one of those cult classic RPGs you don't see coming but can't stop talking about. Imagine a survival fantasy hybrid where your decisions ripple through everything, from who lives and dies in your group to how the world itself reacts. The art direction leans dark and moody, mixing medieval grit with mystical energy. Combat is brutal but tactical, forcing you to think before swinging. And the story? Twisted. It's about power struggles, moral dilemmas, and the kind of "did I just ruin everything?" choices that stick with you long after you log off. The buzz around Absalom is huge because it doesn't feel like a safe AAA formula. It feels raw, risky, and bold. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Sink your teeth into the return of gaming's most stylish vampires. Launching October 21st, 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox, Bloodlines 2 is finally here after years of anticipation and delays. This isn't sparkly vampires. This is dark, gritty, underground storytelling set in Seattle's supernatural underworld. You pick your vampire clan, each with powers and weaknesses that totally change how you play. From shadow-stalking assassins to social manipulators who own every conversation. The role-playing depth is massive. Branching dialogue, morality choices, and multiple endings depending on how much chaos you unleash. Combat mixes stealth, supernatural powers, and bloody brawls in alleys lit only by neon signs. And the vibe? Pure gothic cool. The first Bloodlines became a cult classic because of its writing and atmosphere, and this sequel is carrying that torch into modern gaming. October's packed, but if you want dark storytelling with real bite, this is the one. And there you have it, the 10 biggest games making October 2025 an absolute playground for gamers. Whether you're swinging katanas, diving into horror, or losing yourself in massive RPG worlds, this month has something for everyone. The only real problem? Deciding which game to start first. So, which one's at the top of your list? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your gamer crew. This has been Retro Reboot, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy gaming.
But you can decide how you deal with it.